I'm putting together the Triceratops Dinosaur Cupcake Wrap. In my hand here I have the mini size cupcake. I'm going to be putting together the standard size cupcake wrap, and then there is also a jumbo or muffin sized cupcake wrap in the cut file. Before you cut all of your pieces for your whole batch of cupcakes, you should cut one and make sure that the sizing is correct. There is some variation within the standard size of mini, standard, and jumbo, so you may still need to adjust the file just a tiny bit up or down if your cupcake is a slightly different size, but you should do one first and just test it out and make sure before you cut all of your pieces. I'm going to set my mini one to the side here. And I'm going to start with my pieces for my cupcake wrap here. I should have two body pieces, and I have them right now facing mirrored. So I have two of the same, they're exactly the same, but I'm just going to put them like this so they're mirrored. And then I should have two back legs, two front legs, and the crown for the Triceratops. We're going to start by finding the two notches right at the neck. There's two notches, and you're just going to fold from notch to notch. And then same with the tail. There's a little notch at the top and at the bottom, right along that line. And we're going to fold those inward. And then we want to do the opposite with this other piece. So we're going to fold this head back this way. And then the tail, we're going to fold this way. Now with the body in between here, we want to just curl that gently. You can do it by just sort of gently curling it around your finger, almost like how you would curl ribbon, just real gently. You can see we now have half of the cupcake wrap. And then just do the same with the other side. Just gently curl it, nice and easy. And now we're going to glue these like this, head to head and tail to tail. I'm going to grab my hot glue here, and I'm just going to put it on his head, try to get up in those horns. If you find hot glue difficult to work with, you could also work with any other kind of paper glue. I just prefer hot glue because it's quick and easy, and dries really fast. But whatever you are comfortable with using is perfectly fine. And then the tail here, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to add glue to one side, and then just make sure that they're lined up and press them together. And there you can see we already have the main body of the cupcake wrap. Now we're going to make the crown. You'll notice a tiny little notch here and then a larger notch on the other side. And we're going to use this larger notch to overlap it like that. And you're just going to overlap it until it gets right to the front side of that other tiny notch. You're going to add a tiny bit of glue to that little edge where it's going to overlap, and then just overlap it and hold it down. If you got some glue spilling out, you could remove that. Now this piece is going to slot right in there to that slot in his neck. Now it will stay in on its own, but if you want to, if these are going to get bumped around a lot, you could add just a tiny bead of glue right there at the bottom and then slide it in, and that will hold it in place. Okay. And now we're going to put his legs on. I'm going to start with the back legs. I want them to end up right about there. I'm actually going to put the glue more towards his knee. And I'm just going to put just a small amount right there. And then I'm just going to eyeball it where it looks good. I want the bottom of his foot to be flush with the bottom of the cupcake wrap so you can set it on the table to make sure you get it in the right spot. And then I'm going to do the other side. I like to view it from the top while I'm doing it just to make sure I get it in the same spot so that they're pretty much lined up. And now I'm going to do his front legs. They go this way, so like that, so the elbow goes towards the back. I'm just going to put a tiny dot of glue right at the top of his arm. I'm going to put it right about there, so not too far to the front. And then I'm going to do the same with the other side. Add just a bit of glue. Try to get it in about the same spot over here. Line it up with the bottom. And that's right where it goes. And now you have a cute little Triceratops cupcake wrap that's ready to have a cupcake put in it.